Hey.
What's your number?
Hey.
Josh!
After being discharged from the army, the soldier quietly returned, secretly went to his mother's workplace, bringing a moment of surprise filled with love.
Oh my God!
They said it's pretty important, so we just forgot.
The mother was surprised to see her son standing there. 2 years away was a long time, but now it was all made up for with his return. A sweet moment of a soldier for his sister.
Hey.
Josh!
Josh's sudden appearance made her heart clench. Just one hug was enough to make all the love and anticipation burst out in that moment. This Air Force soldier had a week off before going to Korea. He returned during the holiday, bringing joy and complete meaning to his family, especially his beloved grandmother.
Hi, Mom. I kind of did something. Merry Christmas, Mom!
The soldier returned unexpectedly to meet his stepson. That loving embrace encapsulated the meaning of father-son love, regardless of blood relation. The soldier returned home after many months on duty. He made a surprise visit to his daughter's school, the one person he had missed more than anything during that long time away. And the very first thing he did was go straight to see his little girl. Perhaps the happiest moment of his life was the day he left the military, returned home, and finally embraced his family after months apart, a place where they had been waiting for him with all their love. From a distance, his mother recognized her son's silhouette. She ran toward him and wrapped him in a tight embrace after months of longing. Just one hug and a choked-up whisper were enough to tell the entire story of a soldier's long journey home after his mission. When the plane touched down, he came home carrying more than just his luggage and uniform. He carried a ring and a promise for a lifetime. He dropped to one knee right there in the middle of the airport, turning the reunion into a moment of pure joy.
Yay!
The family had been planning this surprise for the past 3 months. When she finally came home to surprise her parents and little sister, the entire restaurant was moved to tears. We were all overwhelmed with joy, even if it was only for a short time. He quietly prepared everything and then appeared in front of her out of nowhere, leaving his girlfriend overwhelmed with happiness in a completely unexpected moment. Sometimes, happiness is simply creating a surprise that makes the person you love smile.
Perfect date.
Oh, finally, Sarah.
Yo, where's the party at?
Oh, that's so sweet. Look at how big he is.
The Air Force officer's daughter was on the phone with her mom and asked her to step out onto the porch to check if there was a package, only to surprise her by waiting there in person, leaving her mother overwhelmed with joy beyond words. That Christmas night, my brother returned home from the military and quietly walked up behind Mom, gently touching her shoulder. The moment she turned and saw her son, she broke down in tears, overwhelmed with joy and emotion.
Oh my God. What are you doing? Oh my God.
The father stood frozen for a few seconds before realizing his son had finally come home, and the hug that followed said more than words ever could about how much he had been missed.
Guys, ¿se perdieron? ¿Quién es él? ¿Él es tu papá? ¿Y por qué no lo abrazan?
No medal could ever mean more than the moment I stepped out and saw my children running toward me for a tight embrace. For a soldier and a father, the most important mission of all is simply being there for his kids. The father, an English teacher at Marlborough High School, had just experienced the surprise of a lifetime when his daughter, Michaela Barrett, returned home after a year-long deployment in Estonia. Michaela carefully planned this special moment to reunite with her father in an emotional and unforgettable way. That Christmas, there were no expensive gifts, just a father coming home. His daughter was overjoyed when she turned and saw him standing behind her, and it became the most unforgettable surprise their family had ever experienced, simply because he was there.
Santa, look. Where?
When her name was called, she had no idea her brother had returned. It became a complete surprise for her. He stepped forward, turning Veterans Day into the day her brother came home to his sister, creating the happiest moment for her. He once promised he'd come back with just a burrito. Months later, he returned carrying that promise, and the brother she never dared to expect, turning months of longing into a moment she'd never forget.
Why are you here?
We got surprised yesterday.
Returning from Jacksonville to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving, he chose surprise as the gift. The pure smile of his 7-year-old sister made every mile of the journey worth it. He knew she thought this Christmas would feel incomplete. After more than 6 months apart, he returned quietly, letting sibling love speak for itself. No uniform needed, just a hug. Their love was truly beautiful. The 6-year-old girl thought it was just an ordinary day in Wisconsin. Then her brother from Jacksonville University appeared, joy bursting out in laughter and a tight embrace. Mother's Day seemed quiet until her son appeared right in front of her. She broke down in his arms, receiving the most sacred gift after so many days of waiting. She froze when she saw a familiar face, then stopped in disbelief. When she realized it was her son in uniform, she burst into tears and wrapped him in a tight embrace, every moment of waiting spilling out in tears of happiness.
Hey, Mom. Hi, Mommy. He got back from the Marines.
Over the 4th of July weekend, he returned quietly. When the family realized the Marine was standing right behind them, the surprise turned into a joyful reunion wrapped in family embraces.
Oh my
She came home on 10 days of leave, keeping it a complete secret. When she appeared at her twin sister's workplace, every plan gave way to an overwhelming embrace far beyond anything she had expected.
What are you doing? Who's that?
That's you.
That's me?
After 12 years apart, the mother stood quietly at the front door. When she appeared, Tears overflowed every year of separation, closing in a trembling embrace with her daughter. The two sisters thought it was just an ordinary school day, but when their father appeared, stunned looks turned into tearful smiles, a family memory that will never fade.
I like it too.
Returning from Poland, Sergeant William de Board chose his son's PE class as the place to reunite. When their eyes met, every mile of distance vanished into the tightest, most emotional embrace.
Oh.
No one knew about his leave, and after a midnight flight, the sailor surprised his younger brother just as he was being picked up after summer break.
Oh my God!
He came home to spend Christmas with his family as the simplest wish. When his fiancée broke down in his arms, that moment became the happiest gift of the holiday season. Returning from Japan, he chose his sister's school as the place to reunite. Watching her freeze in shock and then smile, the Air Force serviceman understood that family is always the destination.
How are you home already?
After 10 months away with the military, the soldier returned and surprised his sister at school, turning that moment into the happiness she had been waiting for all along. She returned quietly, choosing the familiar home as the place to reunite. When her mother froze in shock and then burst into tears, holding her tight, all the months apart came to an end in love and longing. Returning from Alaska, he chose the schoolyard as the place to reunite. When his sister gasped in surprise and then wrapped him in a tight hug, all the distance suddenly shrank into happiness. Returning from thousands of miles away, he realized that 9 months apart were only a prelude to this moment. The soldier rested his head on his child's shoulder, the one place where tears were finally allowed to fall freely, without restraint. After 10 months away, Derek chose the most unexpected way to appear. Racing against distance to make up for lost time, he turned every place his daughter stood into the safest harbor filled with a father's love on the day he came home.
Wait a second! Hold on, why did they hear me? Oh, no.
Did it take you a second to recognize
The younger sister thought it was just an ordinary class until her brother in uniform walked in, bringing a joy she hadn't even dared to believe was real. The soldier surprised his mother while the family was taking photos. He quietly stood behind them, and when she realized it was him, her emotions overflowed with pure happiness.
That was great.
She was overjoyed when her Air Force boyfriend came home. She went to pick him up at the airport, filled with longing and happiness after months apart. Witness the surprise moment as a sister reunites with her younger sibling at a college dorm after a year apart. A warm reunion filled with joy, longing, and unforgettable memories. She received her diploma, believing her mother wouldn't make it back in time. But behind her, her military mother was already standing there. A small surprise that turned the moment into the most meaningful one of all.
Andrew Schaefer, Sophie Elaine Simmons, Grant Allen Davis, Samantha Eileen Kirkpatrick, Anna Marie Lynn Schmidt, Alexander Manuel Serra.
At the graduation ceremony, what made her happiest wasn't the diploma, but the unexpected appearance of her brother after time apart. His return to attend her graduation was a gift more precious than anything else.
Hey. What the? What's up?
You're coming at 10:30.
Oh, buddy. How are you? So there's no suture removal, I guess.
The father returned quietly, choosing his daughter's workplace as the meeting point. When her eyes met his, all the exhaustion faded away, leaving only a warm embrace after days of separation. After 5 months in service, he quietly became the most priceless Christmas gift of all. In front of his father, nothing mattered more than a warm embrace. The simple comfort of family was the greatest joy.
¿Tu regalo? Merry Christmas.
The American soldier surprised his father on his birthday. He didn't realize the person bringing him water was his son until he looked closely and recognized him. Seeing her son walk through the door into the living room was something more wonderful than anything else, watching the whole family light up with happiness at the sight of their soldier son. Returning from Afghanistan, he suddenly appeared at Robinson Purgatory. The moment his father recognized his son, everyone around fell silent, overwhelmed with emotion.
Right where all those balloons are.
The younger sister had just stepped through the door. Then her older sister appeared, a simple surprise, yet enough to make her heart tremble with happiness.
There she goes.
In the middle of her high school graduation, her brother suddenly appeared. She froze, then burst into tears, the reunion making her milestone day complete as the two siblings held each other tight.
I missed you too. How are you? No? You surprised?
After many months on duty, the soldier returned and quietly walked into his sister's classroom to surprise her. She was overwhelmed with joy when she saw him and ran into his arms in a moment of pure happiness. His return after a long time in service turned an ordinary day into a tearful reunion. The mother stood in shock when her son came home after his long time serving in the military.
Were you surprised, Mom?
Never seen his brother play.
Ryan stepped onto the field, thinking he was the center of attention that night. What he didn't know was that his brother Tyler, just back from a deployment in the Middle East, was about to create a surprise for him and the entire family.
Tyler Wedgeworth. How about that?
While busy creating joy for visitors, the brother was stunned to receive a priceless gift of his own. The Marine turned Sandusky into the happiest place of the day.
He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's been serving in the Marine Corps. In South Korea. So you guys up on your feet.
Leaving the pressures of the battlefield behind, he chose the school as his first stop. The moment he saw his younger brother, calm filled his eyes, marking the instant he truly landed safely back with his family. While his brother held the honor diploma with pride, the hero quietly stepped out of the shadows. He turned a lifeless award into a living moment, proving that true glory is the presence of flesh and blood. Shedding the tough exterior of a wide receiver, Justice broke down like a child. The moment his brother appeared, he knew his greatest source of strength had returned, giving him an invisible boost he could feel. An amazing young pilot proposed to her right after the U.S. Air Force basic military training graduation at the base. Saying she was surprised still isn't enough. It was an incredible moment. Leaving the sun and winds of Bahrain behind, he chose the Amarillo field as the place to come home, watching quietly from afar. He knew his presence would be the most emotional goal, closing the game with a perfect smile of reunion.
Down and he broke down, so.
An emotional reunion.
Christian stood nervously between the store aisles, his heart pounding faster than it ever did on duty. He knew he was the one Thanksgiving gift his mother could never find on any shelf at Walmart. After completing his international mission, the soldier returned to his small world. The overwhelming excitement of his children and family erased all exhaustion, proving just how meaningful his homecoming truly was. She thought the sign was meant for a new friend, not knowing her father had returned. When he stepped beside her, that innocent moment turned into tears of happiness, marking the start of the school day with peace and love.
Show it to everybody. Show it to everybody. Turn around.
To the world, she is a brave soldier. But to the sobbing little boy in front of her, she is simply his whole world returned, and when she saw her son, she broke down in tears in that long-awaited embrace of reunion.
Next way. What are you doing? Oh.
The final mission wasn't written in any orders, surprising his sibling at school. He turned an ordinary class into a priceless memory, where family love defeated every distance and tears of happiness became his welcome home. Today, the mother took her children to welcome their military father home. While the little girl was still playing, unaware that her dad was right behind her, the moment he appeared turned into a burst of joyful emotion when she saw him.
One more time.
The three children were overjoyed when they realized their father had suddenly appeared behind them. There is nothing happier than being together as a family.
You got a picture of this?
A beautiful moment unfolded when this military mother unexpectedly came to school to pick up her daughters after 6 months away on duty. It was heartwarming to see the girls standing there in confusion, not yet realizing what was happening.
Laughing. She already knew, right?
Hi, Mom.
His heart raced faster than it ever did in combat as Michael held back his emotions and suddenly appeared before his child during the morning assembly. He chose that quiet moment to step forward, giving his son, Zachary, an invaluable gift: his presence. An Army soldier who had been deployed since October surprised his two children by visiting them at an elementary school in Virginia. He even hid inside a mascot costume to surprise them, bringing pure joy to both of his kids.
What? No hugs? Oh, how are you guys?
So, if we could have our servicemen come out, and if you know him, would you please stand up and come give him a hug? Do you know him? You can clap, boys and girls, and your hands back.
After traveling thousands of miles, Jared had been waiting for this very moment. Seeing his sister's smile burst with joy, the soldier realized he was truly home in the place that felt safest of all.
He has no idea.
Can you all turn around and say hello to our special helper? Hi! Come on in!
Where's Ethan?
Ethan, who is that? Go get him!
Hi!
Unexpected question.
Devin?
His final mission was to return to Devon. When the boy stood confused, he stepped forward to be his anchor, and from that moment on, nothing could separate father and son.
My dad to come home from Afghanistan.
Then a 7-year-old's wish come true.
What's up, buddy? I miss you. I'm glad that I made it back. I love him.
The classroom door opened, and the longing came to an end. He spread his arms wide, steady, ready to catch his whole world running toward him. His child's laughter erased every bit of exhaustion, anchoring him in peace. Trading his uniform for a furry costume, Paul carried out the most special mission of his life. He patiently waited for the right moment to turn the zoo into a stage for a surprise reunion with his two children.
Daddy! Daddy!
Alright, heads up, stand up. That's Riley's dad, everyone.
Enduring the stifling heat for the sake of their laughter, Michael quietly watched his children through a small opening. When the mask finally came off, he was no longer a guardsman, he was simply a father coming home.
He didn't just get A here, that's right.
Oh my god!
How proud is this kid of his dad and country? He actually stood still until he finished the Pledge of Allegiance before embracing his dad.
We forgot to bring Jared's gift, because it arrived today too.
Stepping through the doors at Harrison, Jared held back a heartbeat pounding harder than any march. On the other side wasn't a mission, it was his younger brother, waiting for the sweetest shock of family love.
Getting out anyway.
Oh my god!
As she walked out of school, the girl ran straight into the arms of her older sister, who had been away for a year serving in the Navy. The moment she saw her sister Jenny, she nearly jumped with joy as she wrapped her in a tight embrace.
That's a great way to start.
After completing his national service, it was time to fulfill a duty of the heart. Stepping into his mother's workplace, he turned it into the happiest place where tears spoke in place of words. Her heart raced beneath the Navy uniform as she waited for this moment. Her younger sister's overwhelming excitement became the strongest anchor, holding her at the shore of happiness after a long voyage.
Oh my God, Jesse! What are you doing? Oh my God! You fucking son of a bitch! Oh my God!
The younger sister froze in shock when she saw her sister standing right in front of her, then burst into joy as she hugged her again in happiness. 19 long months were held in every breath. Elijah stepped in, holding himself back, ready to trade 570 days of separation for one overwhelming moment where his mother's arms were the safest place to land.
Here, Mom. You okay?
The girl walked through the dining hall, unaware that her brother in the military was already waiting there. When she saw him, she was stunned and broke down, unable to hold back her tears.
Oh, really?
Like you? How long has it been since you've seen him?
After his father had been on assignment in Japan for over a year, Corey Harris surprised him by posing as a waiter at a local restaurant, much to his father's astonishment. He thought she was still across the ocean, but after a year apart, the young woman had been waiting for this very moment. When her grandfather froze in shock, she knew she had truly landed safely back into the most tender memories of her childhood.
And you know what? Hi, baby.
A Navy officer surprised his two children upon returning from deployment with the help of Santa Claus. Chris Shaw planned the big surprise, and even Santa knew this special gift was meant just for his kids. Amid the celebrations for a friend, Kurt quietly slipped in like the final missing piece. His unexpected presence turned an ordinary dinner into a celebration of happy tears felt deep in his parents' hearts. He was just pixels on a screen until Todd quietly stepped into reality. He knew his appearance would turn an ordinary video call into the most priceless reunion memory for his child. Amid the sound of the lesson being taught, the soldier held his breath and waited. He knew that his appearance would become the most powerful, living lesson of love for his son and the happiest moment of all.
The best presents.
Yeah, you sound just like my sister.
Alright, go on.
The soldier hid himself inside a large box to surprise his younger brother. When the box was opened, it became a huge surprise. His brother screamed with joy and happiness.
That's from Brandon.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Merry Christmas!
Instead of an alarm siren, he chose a familiar warmth to wake the one he loves. The moment she opened her eyes, he knew he had brought happiness out of a dream and into real life, whole and complete. What a wonderful day for a third grader. Obriana was surprised by her mother, who had been serving in the U.S. Navy and had been away for more than a year, after finally returning home. Setting down his military pack, the soldier came home with just one wish to see his child again. When his son climbed into his arms, he knew this was the sweetest weight any man would gladly carry for a lifetime. Quietly watching her child through the doorway, she held back a racing heart. Stepping out in her uniform, the soldier wanted only to make up for the days she'd been gone, using the gentlest embrace for her daughter. Forgetting the powerful routine, the girl realized the greatest victory that day wasn't earning a belt, it was her mother coming home. The disciplined training floor suddenly felt soft beneath her happiness. After 5 deployments in Iraq, he returned and chose the moment to see his daughter again 9 months apart, coming to an end in a trembling embrace, where every sacrifice was finally answered by holding his child once more. After 2 years away on duty, the sailor returned quietly. When his mother saw him standing before her, tears fell. That moment became the greatest reward for every sacrifice. He went to the restaurant where his mother was dining and watched as she slowly rushed into his arms. They held each other tightly, wrapped in happiness. The soldier's final mission of the year was to surprise his family after coming home. His presence at the family's Christmas celebration proved that home is where happiness and peace truly live.
Oh my gosh! That was just me.
Keith Martin returned quietly, choosing the familiar home as the meeting place. When his mother, Kristen, burst into tears and embraced him, he knew every hardship had been repaid with love.
No way! No way! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hey, buddy.
Hey, guy. What you doing?
Surprise!
Hey. You miss me?
I have a surprise for you. Come here.
Oh, can I have one? Holding the door.
He chose the schoolyard as the place to come home. When his son looked up and realized it was his father, that tight embrace closed the days of separation, becoming the most peaceful feeling of his return. After 6 months on duty in the Air Force, the soldier returned home and saw his children for the first time since leaving. This military father's surprise homecoming is sure to melt your heart.
What are you?
No way! What? What? No way! Yeah. Oh my God! Oh.
Over Thanksgiving, he returned without any warning. When his mother froze in shock and then smiled with happiness, the Air Force serviceman knew this was the most meaningful moment of the holiday. Thanksgiving became extra special when he returned without any warning. Surrounded by family, that simple reunion turned into an unforgettable memory, and his mother screamed with joy. After her mission in Iraq, she returned quietly. The whole family set up a small surprise, and when her mother realized it was her daughter, joy burst out in happy laughter. After Afghanistan, he chose lunchtime at school as the moment to come home. When his daughter saw her father in the cafeteria, her smile and tears said everything after so much waiting. The video ends here. Thank you for watching these homecoming moments of our soldiers. If you enjoyed it, please share your feelings in the comments, and wishing you a day filled with joy and happiness with your loved ones. Ahead is a moment he will remember forever. His military father, returning from Afghanistan, unexpectedly visits him at school, bringing his warm embrace after months apart.
Surprise!
The long 15 months of waiting ended in a moment of reunion. This Veterans Day, the mother received the most precious gift of all, the return of her son. Just hearing her sob was enough to feel the longing that had accumulated over the days of separation. The soldier's son returned home after months of separation, secretly appearing before his mother. That tearful embrace was the most unexpected gift of her life.
Hey!
Oh my God!
Don't do it.
Oh.
Hi, Mom.
סליחה רגע? אתה פה?
The moment a paratrooper hugged his father after more than 60 days apart is heartbreaking. Thank you to the soldiers who silently sacrificed and protected the fatherland. I wish you good health, steadfastness, and a safe return.
שמע ישראל, אבינו אלינו, אבינו אחד.
After nearly a year away, the soldier returned unexpectedly, causing his 6-year-old sister to burst into tears in his warm arms, happiness seemingly exploding throughout the room.
I miss you too.
The soldier suddenly appeared, making his niece burst into happiness, running into his arms, erasing all the longing during the time apart.
Go over to your side, kid. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, wait till I get to my side, kid. You gotta stay down.
Where are you putting that?
The mother invited her son to join her in a fun Nerf war, but the boy did not know that everything had been secretly arranged by his mother and father, and then, in a surprising moment, the military father appeared, bringing joy to the reunion after a long deployment away from home.
Here she comes, Brayden. Get behind that corner right there.
The soldier's son had just completed his training, quietly returned, and suddenly appeared at his mother's workplace. The soldier, dressed as Santa Claus, after 3 months away from home, happily gave gifts to each child. But at the end, he gave the most special gift, warm embrace to his own child. The military father quietly appeared at the school, making his daughter stunned for a few seconds before bursting into tears, running into his warm arms after months of separation. After 192 days apart, the wife finally got to see her husband again. The moment they hugged each other, it seemed to affirm that this love can overcome all distance and time. The soldier suddenly appeared at the school after 7 months of deployment, causing 5 children to burst into tears and run to hug him, the joy of reunion spreading throughout the space. The happiest thing is to meet the person you love again. While playing in the park, the little girl was extremely moved when she met her uncle again after many months apart because he was serving in the army.
Hunter! Oh my God!
The house was filled with laughter when her brother returned from military service, bringing with him both the pride and love of a soldier.
A little bit.
All right, David's getting it. All right.
On her 70th birthday, Jeannie was overwhelmed with happiness when her son unexpectedly returned from North Carolina after 16 years away, a gift that warmed her old mother's heart like never before.
Oh!
An emotional reunion when the brother suddenly appeared before his sister after 24 years apart, a moment that made both of them feel like they were back in their childhood days.
Come here.
For 9 long months, she had not seen her siblings again. Today, she returned with a special surprise for them, because to her, nothing was more precious than the moment of hugging her loved ones again. Family is a place of unconditional love and protection, so no matter how far away you are, you will eventually find your way back to that warm embrace.
Oh my God! Happy Christmas! Oh.
She was stunned when she realized it was her daughter. After 2 years apart, they finally hugged each other in overwhelming happiness.
Penny, Penny!
Perhaps the happiest thing at the moment was the joy shining on the 2 children's faces when their uncle unexpectedly appeared after a journey of more than 700 miles to visit them. Surprise! The little girl jumped up when she saw him, the person she had missed for so long, and also the person who loved her the most. War brings seemingly irreparable losses, but the moment a soldier returns home lights up happiness, reminding us that love and reunion can heal even the deepest wounds. After more than 2 years apart, the son suddenly appeared, making the father speechless with emotion. In the moment of hugging each other, all distance and time seemed to disappear, leaving only the sacred father-son love, a priceless value that nothing can replace.
Hi.
Christmas is not just a holiday, it's a time for reunion. The Marine returns home, bringing with him a quiet happiness for his beloved grandmother.
Kyle is in the Marines.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah? I'm gonna pull up a chair up though.
The soldier quietly arrived at his father's workplace. When father and son's eyes met, all the years of separation suddenly burst forth in silence.
Magic. That's scary.
We apologize for the technical difficulties.
The soldier carried with him the memories of a long and arduous journey home in the simplest way possible. And in the eyes of his wife and children, the hero had finally returned home. In the days leading up to Thanksgiving, her son unexpectedly appeared, transforming her longing into complete happiness.
Yeah, I'm picking you up.
He once promised that his return would be something special, and today he appeared, turning that promise into an unforgettable moment. When the door opened, Joy flooded in. It was the happy moment the whole family had been waiting for so long.
Oh, come on.
The 6 months of waiting ended the moment she saw her mother. She rushed forward and hugged her mother tightly, pouring out all the pent-up longing she felt. The meal suddenly became tense when the daughter appeared. Her timely return brought the whole family to tears. After so many days apart, he returned and chose that moment to express his love in the most sincere way, opening a new journey for both of them. No one gave her any warning. Amidst the ballroom lights, the Marine appeared, turning that night into an unforgettable memory for her younger sister. In the familiar schoolyard, she froze when he unexpectedly appeared. In that moment, all her anticipation shattered in silence.
This is probably the only time I'll ever let you lie.
Hey! Oh my gosh, brother, look at you! Oh my gosh, it's so raised, you're so big.
When her family stood right in front of her, she couldn't hold back her tears. All the pent-up longing suddenly burst out. It had been 6 months since she last saw her son. When they met again, all the pent-up emotions burst forth in the moment she held him in her arms. A mother's love for her son serving in the military is measured by longing and tears, emotions that only burst forth when he returns safely.
You really was in part,
What the hell? Nice! Hell yeah! That's awesome! Nice!
The quiet return of the American female pilot, transforming the moment of reunion with her beloved mother into an overwhelming moment of love and anticipation.
Hi.
So guys, this is Brody and Bailey's dad.
All those long nights of waiting and worrying have been compensated today as she is reunited with her son after a long separation. The moment her boyfriend unexpectedly appeared, she was speechless. It was a quiet shock, but enough to make her heart flutter with happiness. The unexpected appearance of the American soldier at the school turned a familiar moment into an unforgettable memory for his mother.
You like didn't say nothing about no exit date.
There it is!
The return was quiet, but the emotions were anything but. The soldier was surprised to be reunited with his sisters, aunts, and uncles after a long separation. The mother had no idea her son had been quietly following her. When he called out to her, the unexpected call brought her to tears of happiness. That moment reminds us that, no matter how far we go, family is always the place we return to. After a 9-month journey, he chose to return in silence. When his wife came back and saw him, all distance vanished. In the peaceful Christmas Eve, parents quietly give their daughter a surprise gift, turning a family moment into an unforgettable memory. The soldier's quiet return became the most touching gift, as the mother realized her son was standing right behind her.
Just got home.
After months apart, the soldier returns to his girlfriend, and a simple hug speaks volumes about all the days of waiting.
Oh my God!
After months apart, the soldier returns to his girlfriend, and a simple hug speaks volumes about all the days of waiting. The soldier only wanted to create a small surprise at her school, but when his daughter burst into tears and ran into his arms, it felt like his heart broke because she had missed him so much.
Полічка, йди допоможи мені з іграшкою своєю. Іди. Мама!
The older sister told her younger sister that she wouldn't be able to come home for the upcoming holiday. Sitting in class, the younger sister truly believed she wouldn't see her at all. But the surprise was that her sister had secretly come back, turning that moment into one they would never forget. The twin sisters thought story time in class was coming to an end, but it turned into a real-life fairy tale when their military father returned home after 10 months overseas to surprise his two daughters, filling the classroom with pure happiness and family love.
This is Ava and Bianca's very...
He had been counting down the days while serving far from home. After finishing his assignment in Turkey, he flew back a day early and surprised his daughter Kylie at school with an emotional hug after so much time apart. The Eno family received a huge surprise during the Colts' Week 10 game against the Rams, a brand new car, and the return of Sergeant First Class Jeremy Eno from Afghanistan.
Go welcome home your dad.
Two young basketball fans were reunited with their military father in an emotional surprise during halftime. They had no idea it was him until they removed their blindfolds and saw their dad standing right in front of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sam Sanderson, Army National Guard. He's been gone for 6 months. Now that's a homecoming.
Andrew, this past year you've shown both kindness, empathy, and strength in our actions. We're so happy to present you with a very special moment.
The military father left his daughter completely stunned when he stepped out of her school's mascot costume to surprise her after more than a year of serving overseas. She started to laugh and softly said, "No, no," as it all began to sink in and she realized what was happening.
Guys, welcome home, Kaylee's dad! Kaylee's dad's been away for 14 months. He's been deployed in the mountains.
She had grown used to seeing her dad only through a screen for years. Then, during lunch at Berkeley, a gentle tap on her shoulder changed everything. The little girl was overwhelmed with joy. The family kept his return a secret to create the perfect surprise. And then, the big brother came home and went to visit his little brother at school. He has been deployed for 8 long months and returns home early and surprises her daughter at school. She thought her dad was talking to her from Georgia, but we had him hidden in another classroom.
I'm gonna see if somebody can help me fix it, okay? Hold on, I'll be back.
Well, it looks like he was gonna go and try and fix it for us. Hopefully he'll figure it out.
Can you hear me now?
The Marine came home, and the very first thing he did was visit his little brother at school in Wake County during a Christmas celebration. While his brother was focused and had no idea, he didn't realize his big brother was standing just outside the classroom door.
Jesus, you are tall. What's going on, dude?
In the middle of an ordinary school day in Clovis, California, the younger brother never expected his big brother to suddenly appear behind him, turning that simple reunion into a moment that erased all the months of distance apart. After 2 long years of waiting, he finally got to hold his fiancée in his arms, and that radiant smile said everything about the months of longing they had endured.
Javier, pero ¿dónde estaba Lorena? Oh my God, pero qué amor, por Dios. ¿Dónde estaba Lorena que no la vi?
After many years of building a life far away, a simple reunion inside a small home made all the distance and time apart disappear in just a few seconds.
What the hell? Damn, dude.
That's what we get. He says, you dick.
He returned home after 9 months of military service, a moment that meant everything. Nervous, excited, and longing to see her again. Army Sergeant Austin Bonstetter, ready to surprise his daughter Ava after 9 months away on duty.
Only man.
Baby.
Only man. This is too sad.
She thought it was just a normal family gathering until the soldier appeared behind her, leaving everyone speechless. It was her boyfriend, home at last, and she threw her arms around him in pure happiness during the unexpected reunion. After a year apart, due to his deployment in Afghanistan, the reunion between Frank and Kate turned his homecoming into a moment filled with quiet emotion. Frank was finally back, holding Kate tightly in his arms.
Justin, don't get in the way.
His girlfriend surprised the Marine on Valentine's Day, catching him completely off guard as he walked through the door. It was the kind of moment that might just become one of the happiest memories of his life.
Happy Valentine's, bro. That's what I got for Valentine's Day. Whoa.
After more than a year apart, the soldier came home early from South Korea to surprise his girlfriend. You may never fully understand what that kind of waiting feels like until you've lived it yourself. Ryan Donahoe made a surprise appearance in front of his girlfriend, Patricia Contreras, in Redlands. She burst into tears of joy when she saw him, and nothing could have made her happier than seeing him standing right there.
Here we go, we gotta find Michael. Oh my gosh.
She had been waiting for this moment for months, and when she saw her son in his uniform, she wrapped him in a tight embrace, overcome with tearful joy.
Got him?
The older sister secretly returned from her deployment and stood behind the newly graduated soldier to surprise her. When she realized what was happening, she couldn't hold back her emotions and burst into tears of joy.
I made it! I made it! I made it! I got
Yes! Katie!
The Marine surprised his wife for Christmas. He came home on the 17th after his leave request was approved at the very last minute. He managed to keep it a complete secret from her, and the look on her face when she saw him was absolutely priceless. The mother came home and waited quietly at the door while the teacher called her daughter outside to talk, and the little girl's stunned reaction when she saw her mom said everything. It was a heartwarming moment at an elementary school in Sacaton when a military father, Specialist Freddie Chisholm, wrapped up his deployment by surprising his family in the most unforgettable way. In the middle of a normal school day at Vega Elementary School, the little girl turned around and saw her father standing there in his uniform, a moment so powerful it brought tears streaming down her face.
Hi, baby.
No idea what's about to happen. She thinks she's leaving school early for a doctor's appointment.
I miss you. I miss you more.
This is mine. I miss you, Dad.
I miss you.
The mother handed her daughter a gift from her father. Inside was a teddy bear, and she told her that whenever she missed him, she could hug it tight. But as the little girl held the bear, she suddenly realized her dad was standing right beside her, and she burst into tears. She thought it was just a normal trip until she walked into the hotel room and saw him standing there, smiling after months of waiting. The warm embrace that followed said everything. She had been waiting since the day Blake left for training, and now, during his rare leave, she was overwhelmed with joy and excitement at his return. With him finally there, the moment she opened the car door and saw him sitting inside, she couldn't stop screaming with happiness. That overwhelming excitement showed just how much she had missed him after so many long months apart.
Hi.
Two little girls in Northland received the surprise of a lifetime today. Their father, U.S. Army Sergeant Ryan Pierce, had been serving his country in Afghanistan over the past year. But today, he showed up unexpectedly at their school to visit his daughters.
I was looking for Maddie.
After many months away from home, he chose a one-of-a-kind way to return, quietly climbing inside a large box to create an unforgettable surprise moment.
Give me a chance, Holmes. I mean, it could be. It's an army weapon. Merry Christmas.
After 9 months deployed overseas, he came home on R&R leave and decided to surprise his girlfriend. Thanks to her sister's careful planning, that night turned into a memory they would never forget.
I'm sorry. The award weighs a lot. I think.
Surprise! This is Leah's boyfriend, and he just left Iraq.
The little sister was completely caught off guard when her older sister closed the door, and in a split second, her brother was standing there. She jumped with excitement and threw her arms around him, overwhelmed with happiness.
Close the door. Close the door. You jerk! What the fuck? Oh my god! I'm gonna cry. Oh, Shannon. Oh my god, this is big.
After 10 months apart, he unexpectedly reunited with his mother and sister in the middle of a crowded grocery store, a simple moment, yet powerful enough to bring tears after so much longing.
Coley!
After months away from home, he quietly returned and surprised his girlfriend, proving that true love is always worth the wait. The long journey of waiting ended in an overwhelming embrace filled with emotion.
What the hell?
After nearly 2 months of Navy training, she only knew he would be coming home, but not when. That unexpected moment became the happiest day of her life when he suddenly stood right in front of her.
Lord Jesus! I was like, why are you guys standing here? What the heck?
The moment he returned and suddenly appeared in front of his cheerleader girlfriend, she ran into his arms, turning the stadium into a scene of pure emotion. The greatest happiness was simply seeing the one she loves safe and home.
Oh, seriously?
he kept his Christmas Eve return a secret. Instead of surprising them face to face, he hid inside a large box to create a joyful moment watching his wife and daughter stand frozen in disbelief as they realized he was truly home.
Nicole, watch out.
How's he home?
What?
Is he crying again?
This soldier quietly returned home and surprised his fiancée, turning their reunion into a promise for the future. The emotion on her face said everything about the long days and nights she had spent waiting for him.
Sixth grader at Liberty Middle School, Maya. Three daughters, 3 surprises, and a plan masterfully concocted, coordinated.
The moment a soldier comes home doesn't just overwhelm a family with emotion, it touches all of our hearts. If you felt moved too, share your feelings in the comments below.
No.
Thank you for following this journey, and wishing you a peaceful day.
What are you doing out of school?
I haven't seen him in about 200 days, and he's gone because he's in the military, so he is deployed, and that is why I want to see him more.
Kira, you don't have to miss any more. Turn around.
After the brutal months on the battlefield, today this Ukrainian soldier has finally returned home, and the moment he held his 2 children in his arms was the most beautiful picture of peace. What a happy moment. Just a small moment, but enough to melt many hearts, when the soldier returned, holding his nephew tightly in his loving arms.
Connor, it's okay. Connor, it's okay, baby. The 2 children burst into happiness when their uncle unexpectedly came to pick them up, turning an ordinary day into a memorable moment filled with love. The soldier father secretly planned to return home unexpectedly for Christmas to give to his daughter. A warm and meaningful gift of the season. War can take away time, distance, and even smiles, but the moment a father meets his daughter again, all pain and loss are healed. Thanks to the teacher's help, the soldier had a surprise reunion with his children, bringing a moment of overwhelming happiness filled with love.
Surprise.
My husband. She's crying.
In the quiet classroom, the little sister burst into tears when she saw her brother walk in, his arms hugging her tightly, filled with love and longing.
My heart, I'm about to cry. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I thought she was gonna have a cow.
A big surprise at Mark's wedding.
Informed that he could not attend his brother's wedding, John suddenly appeared, filling the entire auditorium with joy, and especially Mark, the groom, could not contain his emotions. After a year, the Ukrainian soldier returned safely from the battlefield. Let's pray for no more war so that everyone can reunite in peace and love.
Hey, Jesse. How you doing?
She froze for 5 seconds, unable to believe her eyes. Her older sister, a soldier, had unexpectedly come to surprise her at school after returning home from boot camp. A female soldier unexpectedly returned home early for Christmas to see her boyfriend. When he saw her approaching, he was stunned and hugged her, enjoying the warm moment of reunion. While she was chatting with her friend, she did not notice that her boyfriend, a soldier, had quietly arrived right behind her.
What the heck?
After a grueling 10-month deployment, he finally returned home, catching his mother completely off guard. The moment was filled with tears, laughter, and the unspoken relief of reunion.
Oh my God!
Thank you everyone for always being with us. If this moment touches your heart, please share to spread the love and follow to not miss the next stories.
Now guys, you remember this.
After 6 long months away on deployment, a military dad walks into his daughter's school, giving her the surprise hug she's been dreaming of.
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, Brennan! Oh my God! That's why you didn't have your pistol phone! What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Even Jamira knew. No! Oh, baby.
It was amazing. 4 long months had passed, and now he was back safely, hugging her in a moment filled with love and tears of happiness.
Being able to sit there and try to hold it in.
These 2 boys received a gift, supposedly sent by their brother in the army, and when they opened it, the biggest surprise was...
Ya llegó. ¿Ya viste tu abuela?
The girl returned home, her heart filled with joy of reunion. But her happiness was shattered when her military father suddenly appeared, hugged her, and gave her the warmth she had longed for. After 3 years of separation, the soldier quietly returned early one morning. While his younger brother was still sleeping, upon recognizing him, he jumped up, burst into tears, and hugged him tightly.
Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. Oh.
On his mother's birthday, the Russian soldier quietly returned home after a long time away. The moment they hugged each other, all the distance and waiting seemed to disappear, leaving only warmth and tears of happiness. The girl choked up when she met her father again after long months of separation because he was on duty. That cry was enough to understand that the love and longing had never faded even for a second.
This is the guy, this is the man. Check it out.
Daddy!
Y'all know who this is?
After months of duty, the Russian soldier quietly walked into his daughter's classroom. The little girl was surprised and hugged her father tightly in happiness.
Тихо, тихо, моя тихо.
Мы извиняемся, Ольга Васильевна.
For you and everything. And get started, alrighty? Okay. Oh my God. He's coming up.
He was completely stunned when his girlfriend, the person he had been thinking about day and night, suddenly appeared before him, making his heart burst with indescribable happiness.
Yeah!
After 14 months of separation, Miranda Ryle decided to surprise her mother at CVG Airport. As she stepped out, Miranda appeared before her, completely unaware. The moment she recognized her daughter, her eyes widened, then quickly filled with tears. She hugged Miranda, trembling in her loving arms. Sobs and smiles mixed on her face, making anyone who witnessed it unable to hold back their tears.
Oh, God.